Hello everybody, welcome to the Trading Bootcamp series episode number 4. Today we will be looking at a ICT concept called change in the state of delivery. Now this is one of my favorite and honestly the concept that I like the most and that I use the most in my trading, just because of how useful and how practical it is in every single situation. Hence why I will be teaching you this first, and then we will be looking at other concepts. So it's going to be a video for each of ICT's concepts, which there are a lot of them, but I will explain in full detail so you don't have to miss a thing. So let's start things off. So first things off, I don't know if you guys know who ICT actually is. So he's a trader just like us, and he basically invented all of these concepts that I'm going to show you in this video and in other videos. Yeah, that's basically it. You can check his YouTube, his LinkedIn. I'll post it on the description. So yes, let's start things off. So change in state delivery. As I said, one of my favorite concepts to trade. So what is the change in state of delivery? Change in state delivery is basically when you have a candle or a series of candles that go and manipulate into an importance level. This important level can be a fair value gap, which is a thing that we will be talking in another future episode. It can be a fair value gap, a wick, a body, a liquidity. All of that stuff can be called an important level, basically a POI, right? And then price manipulates to it, right, with one candle or a series of candles, and then a change in state of delivery happens when a candle body, in this examples, this is a bearish example, as the example that I will show you after, I will also be a bearish example. So this is kind of to reform a little bit. So this is called a candle body closure below this candle body opening towards the manipulation of the importance level. So what do you have right here? So you have the manipulation towards the importance level, which in this example is just one candle, and that candle upwards that manipulated towards the importance level got a candle body closure just right below his candle body opening. This is called a change state delivery. Now with the wick, it's called a market short shift, but we will be looking at a future episode about that. And this change state delivery, it's also different because we have a series of candles. We have two candles right here, and basically we have the same thing, candle body closure below the candle body opening. It's called a change in delivery. Now let's look at some chart examples. I have one right here. I will just be showing you one, and then we'll refine even more. So this one, it's a pretty clear example. We have this. So I haven't mentioned actually, and I should mention, but I'll use this example since it's more useful. So what you have right here. So you actually confirm the change in state delivery being from the impulse move up. So for example, this is a little trend. We're on a 1 minute time frame. It's not too big. So this is a trend, and you basically, this start of the trend, this little pullback, right, is what actually marks the change in delivery. This pullback is what marks the move before the impulsive move up. It's called an order block, and we will be talking about that in a future episode, but it's just to get a clearance of it. And yeah, when this candle body closed below this candle body opening, it then changed the state of delivery, which created this huge downtrend, right? So change state delivery, just like what the name says, it's changing the order flow. So it goes from bullish just to bearish. So we had right here the manipulation. This is a series of candles. This is the most common one. Series of candles towards this liquidity, and then it created a liquidity sweep. It swept out this wick, right? Swept out all of the big investors and all the banks and institutions, swept them out. Filled their orders just to go back, and you could have entered right there out of the candle body closure. You could have put in your entry right there, your stops at this reserved high, because this is a protected high, because we have a sweep, and then the change in state delivery that marks the confirmation to enter, just because it means that the trend is going to switch. Therefore, you're going to have a huge impulse move down, as you can see. Right, so I only have this example mark because that is the only thing you will need to know. And for me, I like to put my trading as simple as possible because I don't want to overcomplicate a thing that is already complicated. So yeah, these types of videos that I will just be explaining one concept are going to be a little bit shorter, but it's just for you to keep in mind and to actually use them in your strategy. Now, these concepts are actually things that you can take an entry from. For example, rather than just like the other episodes where I taught you guys the impulsive and the accumulation moves, those things you can never take an entry from because you don't have confirmation. This basically serves as confirmation and indication of trend. I use the changes to delivery just for confirmation to enter my trades, but I use also other ICT concepts just to mark out my trend and my daily bias for the day. So yeah, here's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a like, follow, and God bless you, man. Now, you got to backtest these setups, and now this is just the principal stuff, right? You can't just be entering trades because you see this and then you think the manipulation is good. No, I will explain everything to you guys. You just got to wait until I release another episode until I fully break down my strategy with all the main ICT concepts that involve them. Now, one thing I did not mention, this video, in this week, I will not be posting a trade recap just because I did not enter any trades this week because government shutdown and what was happening in the world, the Fed decision and the crypto market being bearish and everything that's happening in the world. I decided not to take an entry. Also, PA was kind of disgusting. So yeah, I won't be posting a trade recap. So if you're looking forward to that, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And yeah, you got this stuff, ICT, and main component, my favorite, and backtest this. God bless you, man.